Top mistakes to avoid when messaging your ex after a breakup. Why you should avoid messaging her after a breakup, and what to do instead. Breakups can be incredibly tough and emotionally draining. You might feel an almost irresistible urge to reach out to your ex, but it's important to understand why sending messages after separation is generally a bad idea, and what healthier alternatives exist. Though it might seem counterintuitive at first, reaching out can often lead to more regret than relief. Stick with me until the end, where I'll share the best approach if you happen to encounter your ex unexpectedly in public. If you're new here, my name is Anna Yen's son. I specialize in helping men understand modern women so they can attract, retain, and truly connect with their ideal partner, or simply improve their relationships overall. My videos are designed for anyone ready and eager to take control of positive change in their journey. Welcome to Just the Tip. We all have fundamental emotional needs, but there's a significant difference between recognizing those needs and acting out of desperation. After a breakup, it's common to feel lost, confused, or even overwhelmed by feelings of desperation. If you're experiencing this right now, please know that you're not alone, and my heart goes out to you. To prevent things from spiraling further, one crucial rule stands out: avoid sending desperate or clingy messages to your ex, regardless of circumstances. Here are 10 compelling reasons why this approach is harmful, and what you can do instead. Many of these points also apply to women in similar situations. 1. It destroys attraction. Sending needy messages right after a breakup is like pouring cold water on any remaining attraction your ex might feel toward you. When you chase after someone with overt desperation, it's more likely to push them away than bring them closer. For example, take Emma and Alex's story. After Emma ended their relationship, Alex sent her "I miss you" message. In the beginning, Emma felt a twinge of regret, but with repeated daily messages, her feelings shifted from attraction to pity. His constant neediness extinguished any spark she once had, making reconciliation unlikely. What you can do instead: practice a no-contact approach. This means deleting her number, blocking her on social media, and avoiding places where you might run into her. It's not about being petty, but giving yourself the space needed to heal emotionally. Respecting yourself will boost your attractiveness much more than desperate texting ever could. 2. It's embarrassing. Imagine the situation: even if your messages are honest and heartfelt, your ex might share them with friends or post them online. This could lead to public embarrassment. Sending desperate texts not only damages her view of you but also wrecks your sense of dignity. For instance, messages like "I'm nothing without you," shared in your ex's group chat, can make you look pathetic and desperate in her circle. What you should do instead: clear out reminder items, such as photos, gifts, or notes, that evoke memories of the relationship. Decluttering your space can help declutter your mind. If reconciliation ever happens, you'll be starting fresh with new symbols of a healthier relationship. 3. It reveals vulnerability and weakness. Desperate messages tend to scream insecurity and fragility. They convey a lack of emotional stability and make it appear as though you're not in control of your feelings. This kind of vulnerability can be interpreted as a sign of weakness, which may diminish your overall attractiveness and self-respect. The content continues with additional reasons and advice, but the above examples showcase the core message: avoiding needy contact and focusing on self-care is the healthier, more effective path forward. If you find yourself stuck in a post-breakup slump, constantly reaching out to your ex, it's like flashing a bright, neon billboard that screams, "I'm not okay, and I'm sorry." Unfortunately, this kind of behavior isn't exactly a magnet for attraction. Here's the key insight: when someone acts like a vulnerable child, it triggers a caretaker response in the other person, effectively killing any romantic spark. For instance, imagine Alex bombarding Emma with late-night texts like, "Please take me back, I'm lost without you." Emma might cringe, thinking, he's acting like a child, not a self-reliant adult. So, what could Alex do instead? Channeling their energy into physical activity, hitting the gym, going for a run, or joining a sports team, can work wonders. Exercise releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that naturally lift your mood and rebuild confidence. Plus, working toward a stronger, healthier body you're proud of is an added bonus. Now, let's talk about dignity. Every desperate message chips away at your self-respect. Handing over all the power to your ex. Confidence is magnetic, desperation is not. Take Alex, who keeps texting Emma, "Just tell me what I did wrong, I'll fix it." Emma loses respect for someone who can't respect themselves, eventually blocking him. Instead, walking away with your hate held high sends a powerful message. Sometimes silence speaks louder than words. If you're truly struggling, consider therapy. Talking to a professional, not your ex, provides tools to navigate the breakup healthily. It's not a weakness, it's a step towards self-empowerment. I'll include a recommended online therapy resource in the show notes. Next, clingy messages often backfire. The harder you grasp, the faster your ex pulls away. Giving them space can create room for them to miss you. For example, Alex's daily "thinking of you" texts make Emma feel suffocated, pushing her further away. Instead, Alex could reconnect with old friends. Relationships can overshadow friendships, so reigniting those bonds reminds you of who you were before the breakup. It's about stepping back and allowing your ex the space to reconsider. Lastly, needy messages scream insecurity and low self-worth, the opposite of what you want to project. If you're hoping to leave a good impression or rekindle things, desperation is a terrible strategy. Emma's attraction to Alex fades with every clingy message, leaving her thinking, "This isn't the person I fell for." Instead, focus on rebuilding yourself, maintaining self-respect, and acting like you're thriving. It's the most attractive move you can make. The more he begs and pleads, the more apparent it becomes. The confident man she once admired has been replaced by a man who appears lost and uncertain. His desperation serves as a clear signal of his low self-esteem, prompting her to question whether he ever truly possessed the confidence she once admired. This realization makes her more confident in her decision to move on, reaffirming that leaving was the right choice. Instead of dwelling on what's lost, Alex can consider a practical step to boost his self-image, refresh his wardrobe. Out with the outdated, in with the new. Invest in clothing that makes him feel powerful and self-assured. It's surprising how a new outfit can transform one's mindset and outlook on life. Maintaining dignity, grace, and self-respect while renewing confidence through a simple change in appearance can have a surprisingly positive impact. Additionally, constantly reaching out in desperation only hampers the healing process. Sending persistent, emotionally charged messages prevents you from giving yourself the space to reflect, grow, and recover. It keeps you trapped in the past, preventing proper understanding of what really went wrong. Think of it like trying to drive forward while still fixating on the rearview mirror. You're more likely to crash into emotional obstacles. For example, instead of focusing on fixing his own life where it needs attention, Alex keeps texting Emma about his heartbreak. Months later, he remains emotionally stuck in the past, while Emma has continued with her life. Her observation of his stagnation makes her realize that his inability to move forward hints at unhealthy dependency and unresolved emotional issues. She might still care, but she's no longer attracted to him. A better approach for Alex is to take time for himself through solo travel, perhaps just a weekend getaway, to help clear his mind. Exploring new places can offer fresh perspectives and help him detach from negative thoughts. It's not something he'd normally do, so it pushes him out of his comfort zone, proving to himself that he is capable of change and growth. Giving yourself space to heal is crucial not only for moving on from an ex but also for attracting healthier relationships, whether that's with the same person down the line or someone entirely new. When it comes to communication, nobody appreciates being overwhelmed with texts, especially after making it clear they need space. Sending numerous needy messages displays a lack of respect for boundaries and can quickly turn someone off. Instead of coming across as persistent, you risk being perceived as overly clingy or intrusive, making her unlikely to want further contact. Remember the wingman rule: always leave them wanting more. For instance, instead of bombarding Emma with dozens of messages begging for another chance, Alex should respect her wish for space. If he notices she's not replying, he can mute notifications and focus on himself. A positive alternative for Alex is to redirect his energy into something productive, like starting a new project, whether it's a DIY home improvement, learning a new skill, or launching a side hustle. Engaging in meaningful activities provides a sense of accomplishment and purpose, helping him regain confidence and clarity about his future. Finally, desperation generally creates a negative impression and tends to reduce others' perception of you. Clinging to something that is clearly over makes you appear as if you're holding on to dead weight rather than progressing in life. Let's face it, no one wants to be around someone who is stuck wallowing in the past. For example, Alex's repeated declaration, "I'll do anything to get you back," only makes Emma see him as pathetic. Instead of feeling flattered, she feels pity. When you cling too tightly, it demonstrates insecurity rather than love. Emma recognizes that such pleas reflect a lack of self-respect, and ultimately, respect is the foundation of genuine attraction. If you cannot show respect for yourself, it becomes challenging for others to respect you as well. Instead of fixating on past relationships, Alex should redirect his energy towards his professional life. This moment presents an excellent opportunity for him to enhance his skills, pursue a promotion, embark on a new project, or even contemplate a career shift. Living a fulfilling life can serve as a powerful form of revenge, but the most effective revenge is simply not needing any at all. Therefore, it's essential to embrace what lies ahead and concentrate on improving oneself wherever possible. This approach is far more appealing than clinging desperately to a relationship that may have reached its end, even if only temporarily. Before I share the most crucial reason why sending needy and desperate messages after a breakup is a bad idea, I want to encourage you to like this video if you find it helpful and consider subscribing. Thank you to those who already have. Now, let's dive into the first point: sending needy messages can sabotage any chance of reconciliation. If there's even a slim possibility of getting back together, desperate messages can ruin it. When you send such messages after a breakup, it portrays you as emotionally unstable and overly needy, traits that are unlikely to rekindle romance. Instead of laying the groundwork for a potential reunion, you inadvertently create a barrier that your ex will want to avoid. For instance, Alex's constant pleading texts to Emma only serve to extinguish any remaining feelings she might have had for him. Rather than demonstrating personal growth and maturity, his behavior highlights that he hasn't changed at all, reinforcing her decision to move on. So, what should Alex do instead? He should reconnect with his passions. Think back to the hobbies or interests he may have set aside during the relationship. Whether it's playing the guitar, hiking, or finally finishing that novel he started, now is the perfect time to dive back into those activities or even explore something entirely new. If he wishes to keep the door open for future possibilities, focusing on self-improvement and healing is key. It's also important to give her space and avoid chasing after her. Now, let's discuss what to do if you encounter your ex in public. You should act as if she is the one experiencing the painful loss of you. This technique is known as reverse psychology. If you feel compelled to say something to her before taking time to focus on your own life, there is one crucial message you must send your ex after a breakup to regain your sense of power. Even if you plan to go no contact, this message will make her question whether breaking up was the right choice. You can find more about this in the upcoming video titled, "She Will Regret Leaving You If You Do This." Be sure to watch that next, it will be available shortly. Remember, if you work on improving yourself, there's a good chance she may come back on her own, without the need for your desperate texts. Alternatively, you might meet someone even better suited for you. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you lots of love during this challenging time. If you've experienced a breakup that wasn't your decision, take deep breaths and avoid making impulsive choices. Refrain from sending her needy messages, and make sure to watch the upcoming video, you'll find it very beneficial. Sending you so much love, and God bless.